I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monday night edition of the Smackin It Raw podcast, not podcast. Listen, I have had a rough day. I am dealing with some shit. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Podcast, RawFlix. I am your host, the patron saint of podcast, and the warden, Matt Ritter, and I'm here with my co-host this evening. She is host of the She Lead Showcase, Inside the Mind of In the Crowd Story Time with the reigning, defending, undisputed Trick or Trivia champion, Miss Katie Kinsey. Baby.
That's me. Bye.
And he is the Pornhub Poppy, the Sultan of Spitter Swallow, Daddy Delgado, our friend Stefano, a.k.a. Vicente Alejandro Delgado Estrada.
I'm trying to remember what Jalen called me.
I'm not adding more. It's already too many. You guys, I'm not adding any more to either of you.
Stefansico, I think it was.
There's too many. Too many.
You added almost all. You don't have to name my fucking shows that half of them I don't do anymore.
You could just call me Vince.
Yeah, but then I got to talk about how you're the sunlight through the door that shines in the revolving mall of America or whatever the fuck it was. So
I don't recall that being the thing, but okay.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah.
No, that was Kitty. Kitty was the rookie of the year.
We're talking about Katie.
No, he's talking about me. No, he's not talking about you. He's talking about me.
He said I don't have to talk about her shows. I heard you said I could just call you Vince, but I was still addressing Katie's comments as you slid yours in there. I could just call you Vince, but I don't want to just call you Vince. I want to call you all of the things that you are that we're not adding on to, which is what I did. I want to thank you guys for joining us live over at twitch.tv/Creation World, where if you have Amazon Prime, that means you got Prime Gaming. You take that Prime Gaming account, you link it to your Twitch account, bing, bang, boom, you get a free sub. What do you do with that free sub? You give it to motherfucking me. Why me? Because I'm awesome, but maybe I'm not your deal. Maybe I'm not your bag. Maybe you don't like guys who podcast with the head cold. So maybe you want girls. She Lead Showcase is all girls. It's an all-girl podcast that talks about girls. So if you're, into girl on girl on girl, or girls on girls, or however you want to look at it, She Lead Showcase. Girls on film?
Kind of filming.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Also a song.
I told you, my brain's not... No.
You got to come with some slack tonight. We got to come with some
You also can, sub to our friends over at BotchBots and Share Shots or your favorite Twitch streamers, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever's over on Twitch that you love, that you want to see keep creating content, since it already costs you nothing, show them a little love, give them that free sub. If you're not a Twitcher, maybe you're a tuber. Go to youtube.com/Creation World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Katie, what does that do?
Boost the algorithm, helps find new listeners.
And why is that important?
Because you're a whore.
That is right. A sick whore, but still a whore. I'm still out here for you, spreading my legs and entertaining you the best. Maybe, entertaining you the best I can in the condition that I'm in. So, show me a little love. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know that you're there. Give me that attention that I so desperately crave, which is why I do this. And flick that bean, hit that notification bell, get notified every time we go live, whether it is 15 minutes after Monday Night Raw goes off the air. We are still sitting at about 9:15 weekly, except for the first week, but I'm not going to let them trick me. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fall for it. 15 minutes after Smackdown, so 9:15 p.m. Central Time, 10:15 Eastern. 15 minutes after with NXT. 15 minutes after NXT on Tuesdays, 9:15 p.m. Central Time, 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time. 15 minutes after Smackdown, currently 10:15 p.m. Central Time, 11:15 p.m. Eastern Time, but supposedly after WrestleMania, we're going to go to 9. So just 15 minutes after SmackDown, NXT, and Raw. And then 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 Eastern every Thursday for The Creation Conversation. Me, Travis, and Mara sitting down talking all that nerdish. So if that's your bag, if you're not into wrestling, we have that. Also, this Sunday, coming up, Getting Off returns with our found footage horror film panel, 9:15 p.m. Central Time, 10:15 p.m. Eastern, or 9, not the 15s, just the 9s. 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. You know,
if you're subscribed and follow, you'll get notified.
If you flick that bell, you'll know. You know, flick that bean, hit that notification bell, you'll know. You don't have to worry about me not knowing when my shows go. I'll be here like 5 days a week.
I'll be here.
Katie will be here. So look for us for that. Come check out Getting Off. Get your fix of horror movies. All right, I'm done. Katie?
Yeah, can you take a second for the love of God? The only news and rumors thing, besides all of the shenanigans that ensued at Grand Slam Collision Australia, we got a new AEW Women's World Champion in Timeless Toni Storm. First ever 4-time AEW Women's World Champion. Rightfully so. 4 times. 4 times, 3 gimmicks.
Crazy. My wife's home from work, guys, in case.
Hi, Melissa.
I'm guessing her hands are cold.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, if she was just outside, yeah.
It's cold as fuck out here.
Yeah, here too.
It's about to be -7.
Wait, what the fuck? I'm not ready for that, man.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, -7.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to work and so excited. Yeah, Toni Storm absolutely killed it. It was a good match too.
So is that the thing that you were like, I should watch this show because she won? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched the entire fucking thing and I'm sitting here the whole time like, okay, what's going to happen that Katie thought I'd really want to see? And she won, which was like cool, but and the match was good. The match was really good, and they kicked ass. But I still was really hoping for a Harley Cameron win, and we got the Mercedes puppet and all that.
They weren't gonna do that.
Well, because they're fucking stupid.
I don't know why. Listen, I'm a Harley stan now. Like, I understand.
Yeah.
But they weren't gonna do that. She got over. She was already over with the crowd, but home crowd absolutely loved her. And that's what they needed to do. Because she is still new-ish to wrestling. So, in-ring stuff.
Yeah, in-ring wise, she doesn't have that just yet. So that's why I would hesitate to put the title on her. But she's definitely over with the crowd.
Have you been watching her matches? Actually watching her matches, or are you just saying that?
Just highlights. Just I caught highlights of the match and whatnot, what have you. I won't sit here and lie and say I watch Harley Cameron matches extensively, but
the puppet is so
fun. It's fine. It's fine. But I think right now she might be more on the Shotzi trajectory. She's got a character, but in ring wise, not there just
She's
yet.
only had
Bill Goldberg was a multi-time champion. She's already a better wrestler than Bill Goldberg, so we can put a fucking belt on her. That's all I'm saying.
Anyone's a better wrestler than Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Bill.
All right. We kicked off Monday Night Raw with Sami Zayn being an asshole because he was told by Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, the medical team, everyone backstage, his great-great-grandmother, the president of the United States, and just about everyone else that he's ever spoken to that this match with Kevin Owens is not going to happen. Yet he still went out there and acted like this match was going to happen, which forced Adam Pearce to then come out and tell him and remind him of all of the people that said, no, Sammy, we can't do this. And then also tell him about all of the different ways, positions, and places that Kevin Owens was going to fuck him if they had this match. Sammy tried to flip it around and be like, yeah, but I could also fuck Kevin Owens the same way. And he's like, all right, listen, if you're just going to be delusional, fuck it. But we're not sanctioning the match, so the match is unsanctioned, which they said no referee, which means if there's a referee out there, which we know there probably will be because that's how they do this shit, I'm going to be upset right from the go. Because don't tell me it's unsanctioned, there will be no referee, and then send a fucking referee out there.
Well, someone has to count the 1, 2, 3, right? Or how are they going to determine the winner?
KO.
Yeah,
Or TKO.
how is KO and Sammy going to determine the winner?
No, you win
No.
by knockout.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Yeah,
Kevin
but-
Owens. I thought you were giving his initials or something.
That's why I said TKO.
There you
It's
go.
knockout or technical knockout.
Oh, okay. Not the company, right?
Not the
TKO.
company that they
Oh,
are a
okay.
part of.
See,
No.
Got it.
No matter what we do, we're fucked. So it's just by knockout.
Just like Sammy, right? Just like Sammy.
Also, Karrion Kross was sending a message to Sammy, basically being like, it's not too late. I can fix this. But also taking shots at John Cena winning the Elimination Chamber and not Seth Rollins. And also saying that Jey can beat Gunther at WrestleMania. Like, possible predictions here? Possible predictions?
I mean,
Yeah.
Is Jey going to lose at Mania?
No. I'm in the building. Gunther has to lose.
It's 50-50. Right now, it's leaning towards Jey, but then it's also Gunther, and Triple H loves himself some heel champions, given that he was a heel champion, so he might not just give us what we want.
Gunther loses title matches if I'm in the building. So
We figured out the math.
Are you too familiar with free use?
What?
Yes.
Okay, Vince is. You're not, Katie. Correct?
I don't
So-
believe so.
Free use is essentially consent for there to not have to be consent. Basically, I consent to being used freely at any point in time. And that is the equivalent of an unsanctioned match, because they said that we can't consent to this. So you have to consent to us not consenting to the match. And whatever happens, happens. And that is what Sammy agreed to, is a free use match.
Gotcha.
Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, free use match, spit or swallow.
Go ahead, Katie. Unpack this.
Hear me out. I'm swallowing it
You
because
did do it, Anthony.
she did. We've said it a few times that there have been many a KO Sammy match, and many a time they turn on each other, blah 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 blah. But they rarely miss when it comes to a match between the two of them, and it's just the two of them.
I don't think they've ever missed.
Exactly. Like one-on-one, probably never. Other people involved, possibly. But one-on-one, amazing. Amazing. So, if there are no rules, shit's about to get fucking bonkers up there, up in Canada. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm with Katie. I'm gonna swallow it. My little Austin theory. I really thought this match was gonna happen at WrestleMania, but to me, my Austin theory now is that it's gonna be Randy returning and it's gonna be KO Randy at Mania, and it looks like Karrion Kross has a fetish for Sami Zayn, so that might be what Sammy's doing at WrestleMania. So Kevin and Sami are gonna do each other in Canada with free use rules intact. So why not? I mean, I've seen some crazy shit that they used to do in their ROH matches, or at least Generico and Owens did a lot of crazy stuff. I don't know if Sammy can do that as well. But, but the potential is there, so I'm going to swallow it. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to the match. Why not?
Bring back Randy, have him punt Logan Paul, and I know Katie's not going to want to hear this, but let Randy win the chamber, go on to face Cody.
No! Randy can beat Cena for the title after the fact.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio are all lovey-dovey about how Dom has been stepping up in the Judgment Day, and Dom wishes Finn would acknowledge all that he's been doing and let him add another member, which then Finn's like, hey, so it could be 3 of us at Elimination Chamber. Liv's already in. I'm qualifying tonight, and if you don't fuck up, Spanish Rachel, you might make it too.
Damn,
which was very passive-aggressive. And then he goes,
very.
oh, and no new members, bitch, and walks off.
Okay.
AJ defeats Dom and Carlito because it was basically a handicap match. By the way, when was the last time Carlito actually wrestled a match in the ring?
I think they did like a tag match, like maybe 2 months ago.
I will Google it.
Thank you.
Google
Because this man is making a shit ton of money to stand in the background of every scene and eat a fucking apple. and hang out ringside, and I need to know how I can get that job. Like,
Reek, TC, if you guys are listening to this episode, you should nominate Carlito for the Kevin Nash Cut the Check Award for 2025. Yeah.
The last match that wasn't a dark match, so on TV, was in 2024 when the War Raiders defeated Carlito and Dom.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because they were doing the match prior to JD and Finn for the titles. Okay.
Yeah. So it was November.
AJ kicks the ropes into Carlito's wiener, makes him spit an apple. Then Dom swallows a Styles Clash and takes the L.
Listen, I got Dominik Mysterio versus AJ Styles. I'm gonna swallow it. Carlito, you know, bro. Make that bank, man. Make that bread. I ain't ever gonna be mad at a Latino over here getting paid to do minimum work. That's all. That's the dream. That's the dream. Finn is very passive aggressive. I'm wondering what that's gonna be about. They keep teasing this new member thing. I gotta believe there's gonna be a new member. There's a lot of names that they could be, but I don't see a clear path here for a specific person to be a new member. So I'm curious. We'll see what happens. But match, swallow. Loved it.
I saw the tweet you put out there. You keep Aleister Black the fuck away from that. All of them.
Listen.
Don't do it.
No.
If he comes in and Black Mass is Finn Balor.
No.
I would be all for that. They can all raise up together from the floor like vampires. There'll be a vampire faction.
No. After the match,
who let the dogs out?
Braun Breaker shows up, goes to spear AJ. Instead, he spears, checks notes.
Dom. He speared Dom.
Mysterio to hell. And then AJ kicks him in the face, knocks him out of the ring. He throws his shirt at AJ. AJ catches it, slick as fuck, goes to touch his belt. Braun snatches the belt away. They're, at each other's throats. Also, Liv and Spanish Rachel don't deny the Jade allegations, but don't admit that they're guilty, and it better not fucking be them. But Burr, it's cold in here because during the Spanish Rachel Roxanne Perez match that Roxanne Perez won, out come the women's tag team champions dressed as the Clovers. They were in the atmosphere, and they whooped the fuck out of Liv, causing the distraction, allowing Roxanne to get the win.
I love Bring It On. So seeing some Clovers gear, I was like, ah! I was like, let's go! That just made me so happy. And then it was like all anyone on my timeline was talking about. I was like, see, good. We all come together for a good purpose. Yeah. The East Compton Clovers gear inspiredness being on TV is phenomenal. I didn't even get the chance to talk about Uncle Allen getting a dub in 2025. Big swallow. Braun Breaker. And Allen, when we eventually get that, gonna be amazing. Very excited. Roxanne getting a dub. Hell yeah. Go ahead, Roxy. As long as it's not Spanish Rachel in that chamber, I don't give a fuck. And they didn't attack Jade because we're all smarter than that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I'm with Katie. I'm a swallow Roxanne advancing. They put over the right Latina. Like Roxanne Perez is everything that Raquel wishes she was. And kudos to Roxanne Perez giving Raquel Rodriguez an actual good match on TV. And who knows how long, probably since like Rhea Ripley was the last person that she had a good match with down in NXT. Down before we found out who she really was behind closed doors. But yeah, Roxanne got the win, swallowing the tag team champions. I'm with Katie here. Like the fact that they're making it seem like it is Liv and Raquel is a swerve. It's a fucking swerve.
It's a bacon.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a red herring. It's a puppy named Scooby-Doo.
It's a swerve Strickland. It's a swerve Strickland. Come on, guys. Like, don't buy into it. But yeah, all swallows here.
It better fucking be.
Jesus. Okay.
No, seriously. If it turns out that it was living, that would be like the biggest fucking letdown, the biggest waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
It would be sad.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota Kaioken defeats Ivy Nile to become the number one contender for the IC title. Oh, so it's okay when I give a Dragon Ball Z reference to a white girl, just not
She's
Dragon
not a white
Ball
girl.
Z.
She's a New Zealand girl. I appreciate the good
Also
pun.
Samoan.
Yeah, exactly. No, so.
I don't know who that person is, so I cannot comment.
It's a move in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, never mind.
Technique.
Whatever. I don't know anything about Dragon Ball, so I don't fucking know.
Listen, I got you on Dexter. I'm gonna let the Dragon Ball thing slide.
Yeah, fuck you.
I just said I'm gonna let it slide. You said fuck me. That's rude as shit. Fuck it, I take it back. Get on your Dragon Ball Z bullshit now, Katie.
No.
I tried to be nice.
No.
That's what you're gonna make her watch next is Dragon Ball Z. You're gonna have her start with the whole lore and everything.
It's been on our list for like a year now.
Yeah, well, I'm multitasking 2 shows right now, so I'm doing the best I can.
I know. Dakota defeats Ivy. She will take on Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship next week on Raw on Netflix. Spit or swallow?
Swallow. Woohoo! Dakota! I have a feeling Ivy might try and pull some shit, which is what I thought was going to happen last time, and I was wrong. But I think Ivy's actually going to try and pull some shit and maybe a new champion Dakota. I wouldn't be opposed.
I'm curious to see where they're going to go. My pessimistic side just wants to say that it's going to be like a one-off match, just to like run Dakota Kai versus Lyra Valkyria one more time before they do Lyra versus Ivy, because they're really focusing on the Creeds and Ivy going after titles. So you got to imagine they're going to do that at some point, whether it's on Raw or Elimination Chamber or what have you. At some point, Ivy's going to get a title match. Will she get the title? Who knows? But I'm excited to see Dakota versus Lyra one more time. And I'm going to swallow the match between Ivy and Dakota. You know, how we can. Let's go. Time's
how we can. Big Goon, Gooner, says it's not Jay's fault he's delusional. It's the fans and commentary team's fault that Jay is delusional because they have gaslit him into believing that he actually has a chance to win this match. And that's not right of them. Shame on them for yeeting all over and building his confidence up only to get torn down at WrestleMania. He then tells Pat McAfee, hey, do you think Jay can win? And whips a mic at his crotch, which was rude as for no reason.
Kind of funny.
No, it was definitely called for. Warranted.
Pat does not commit. He says he hopes Jay can win. He wants Jay to win, but not that Jay will win. Then Goon's about ready to slap the life out of Pat, so Jay sprints past security and jumps Gunther's bones, and then security breaks them up, and Gunther runs away. Spit or swallow?
I'm actually swallowing this. Gunther coming through the crowd was so funny to me because, like, it's just so not like him. Like, I get it, he's trying to, like, you know, do the Jay thing. But the Jay thing works because we like Jay. It doesn't work because we don't like Gunther. The people don't fuck with Big Goon like they fuck with Jey Uso.
They fuck with him in different ways.
Yeah. But I think Gunther throwing the mic at Pat and hitting him was because Pat ducked the jacket he threw in his direction last week. So he said, you're going to eat this mic, damn it, and not let some kid get hit with it from behind. It's fun.
Girl set. Take the jacket, hit like a man.
Yeah, Pat, like ducking. Corey Graves took Big E's jacket like every week in the Thunderdome era.
Yes. Man.
Hi. Hello.
What the fuck did Pat McAfee do to you, Vince?
Oh.
Nothing. I'm just like, it's all warranted. Like, sometimes it's a little annoying. It's a little over the top sometimes. It needs to dial it back. Just a tad.
Okay.
Damn, okay.
Penta defeats Peter. Kaiser rolled out to the ringside, tries to get involved, fails. So he jumps Penta after the match, and then Pete and Kaiser start brawling, and Penta wipes out both of them. And it's a three-way. I was complaining that we didn't get Penta last week, that he was on main event, which is bullshit. And Penta and Pete seem to have that chemistry and always put on a good match. This was a fucking banger. So, yeah. Penta versus Peter. Spit or swallow.
Peter Dune.
Yeah. Swallow. Penta picked the win. He's really good at selling the abuse and physical pain that he's getting inflicted on by Pete Dunne, which I very much appreciate by Penta. It looks like like you were saying, man, it looks like we're going to triple threat territory. However, it looks like that's what we're doing with a lot of like programs, and I really hope that's not the case. So as long as they do it like on Elimination Chamber or something, and then they have Penta quickly move on to something else, because I think he should be doing something much more than this. But it's a nice little pit stop on his road trip to WrestleMania. His road trip to WrestleMania. You need a pit stop on your road trips.
Yeah, it used to be called Roadblock, and then it became the NXT pay-per-view. No, I saw all this. I have no issue with it like being a triple threat if it ends up being a triple threat, whether that be at a pay-per-view or on a random episode of Monday Night Raw. I am not opposed, because it'd be a fun match. Because they all hate they all kind of hate each other. So fuck it. Let them cook.
Why not?
Since we got a little time here, Vince, because I didn't talk about it, but I meant to. Who the fuck does Dominik Mysterio think he is? We are in a point. Well, hold on, no, because like we're at a point to where people are losing their jobs in WWE, and he's out here trying to like hire motherfuckers. Like, does he have authority to be hiring people when we're cutting jobs? Like, a lot of people just lost their job, and he's got Carlito out here getting paid to do nothing in the ring.
Okay.
And now he's trying to add another member to Judgment Day while we're paying JD McDunt to sit on the sidelines injured.
He's on injury leave. It's okay.
Well, that's actually, they fired Carl Anderson while he was still injured. Continue.
But that's okay. He was doing the Carlito thing without being funny and eating that, and without eating the apples part. So that's okay. Dominik Mysterio is trying to give opportunity to people. How can you be mad? Adam, you just said people are getting fired left and right, and he's trying to employ people to help them save their jobs. So,
but does he have the ability to employ people when we're in a firing? Like, people are losing their jobs.
He's giving it the good old college try, and that's all you can ask for, man. That's all you can ask for the man. He's trying to help a fellow wrestler out, because if they join Judgment Day, whether we like what they're doing right now with them or not, which I don't, if they add somebody, that person's not going to get cut, like, from the faction, from, like, TV.
You don't know that.
Fair enough.
1/3 of PFC got cut.
But that's okay. They were barely on TV. They're not at the
Electra
level.
Lopez was on TV the day before she got cut.
That was unfortunate. I'm still sad about that. Don't talk to me about that.
She was been doing more than Carlito has, but that's neither here nor there. Speaking of Mysterios, the New Day come out to basically address like why it's okay that they fucked up Rey Mysterio and how they should be the locker room leaders, because Kofi's been here for 19 years and he never left, and he's had more championships than Rey Mysterio in WWE. So like,
which is a lie.
Who the fuck is he? How many tag team titles has he had?
Ray? I thought he said world titles.
No, he said more championships. I've had more championships. Hands down, period.
Big deal. How many championships, how many world titles has Kofi had?
One.
Exactly.
How many intercontinental titles does he have?
Ray?
No, not Ray. Nobody can listen. Rey Mysterio is already a Hall of Famer. We don't need to worry about how many titles
he can double dip in the Hall of Fame. Everyone double dips in the Hall of Fame nowadays.
We put the LWO in the Hall of Fame to double dip, because how else is he double dipping in the Hall of Fame?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay, why not put LWO in the Hall of Fame?
You know why?
Just add the lineage from WCW.
Why? Because they took exception to the fact that LW was talking shit. They came and stomped the New Day out. So it looks like if anyone should be hiring, it's the New Day, because they are currently outnumbered by Joaquin Wilde, Raul Mendoza, and Dragon Ball Lee.
Brazil Toro now. You're using his former name.
Yeah, no, Raul Mendoza. I said what I said. It's the
okay,
one I can remember, so that's what I'm going to call him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I still call people by their other names.
Listen,
so
nobody complains when Santino calls people out of their name. Why you guys got to give me shit?
Because he does it with a charm. It's part of his gimmick.
So do I.
Some
you
things
said
are charming.
You guys giving you shit. I didn't say a goddamn thing.
That's
Fatal
true.
Attraction.
That's true.
That's just because that's not who they are. That was already a thing. That's not this person. These people.
It was not a thing. Fatal Attraction was not a thing. Toxic Attraction was.
Whatever.
Anywho, back to Mexico.
Fatal Attraction is a move.
But yeah, anyways, going back to Mexicans and the Filipino beating up on the New Day. I'm all for it. This is the best they've looked in like weeks. Like they look legit. Like Dragon Lee over here, like talking shit to the New Day, taking off his shirts, then teasing that he's gonna dive on top of them. They beat the crap out of him, literally beat the crap out of him. And that's what I've been wanting to see from LWO for the longest. Do some serious shit like that. Like beat up people. Don't just always be on the opposite end of a beatdown, you know? So I'm all for it. Maybe they need Dragon Lee to be more of the focal point than Ray. I'm okay with that. No.
Best thing that happened to LWO was losing Rey Mysterio.
I love Rey Mysterio, but he needs to be like the Ric Flair to Evolution and not the Triple H to Evolution. Like he needs to fill that Ric Flair role in LWO like Ric Flair did for Evolution. He's not Triple H.
No one should be compared to Ric Flair in any way, shape, or form.
Just rolls. It's okay.
You still said his name, and
yeah. Man, listen. Ray doesn't get that much flack from me. He took a picture with Hulk Hogan on the Raw debut of Netflix. So whether that was before or after he got booed out of the building is besides me. So he's gonna get compared to Ric Flair tonight. So it's okay. He'll be okay.
Okay. Well, I do think it's kind of weird that the baby faces are beating down the heels in a 3-on-2 situation. Does seem a little interesting, but I don't know. All of this is a gargle because, like, the New Day's heels, I would like them to do, if they're going to do something, like, do more. Where's Big E? Let Big E
all
go
the
back.
Latino factions lost their Latinas. Lena got sent to SmackDown, even though there is no brand split.
Yeah.
Elektra got
fired.
Sent away.
She got deported from WWE.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I'm the one that said it. It's okay. It's okay. I can.
Yeah, but we were on the call when it happened.
You were on the call when it happened.
A witness. I gotta go home. I'm already home. I gotta go home. Fucking hell.
Last but not least, our main event, as Zoe calls him, Seth Freak Rollins.
Seth Freak Rollins.
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't say freak.
She say the freak.
Seth the Freak Rollins.
Defeated one Finn Balor in a hell of a fucking match. Like I'm gonna give it to the guys. Like it was a great fucking match, especially that ending sequence with the coup de grace and then the roll up and then the crossface and then the roll out into the stomp for the win. Really good shit, fun shit. The right man won. The only problem with this Elimination Chamber is one Logan Paul. One of these things are not like the other.
If only Rey Mysterio won that chamber qualifying match, he would have been the first one eliminated. But at least it would have been a better cast of men in there.
Yeah, but if he had won, the New Day wouldn't have stomped him out. And if New Day didn't stomp him out, then the LWO wouldn't be shining right now without Rey Mysterio. So
he's not.
I'd rather Rey Mysterio be in the match than Logan Paul. I'll take the good with that comes with that bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finn v. Seth, bitter swallow.
Go ahead, Katie.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, it's a fucking swallow. They have continuously put on good matches against each other throughout their history together. Whether that's the Universal title match where Finn got hurt, or the IC title stuff they were doing not that long ago, like 2018-ish, maybe 17, something like that. continually going to put on good matches with each other. I knew this. It's the same thing with KO and Sami. Like, we know it's going to be a good match, and it is a good match. And it was a fun match. Fun shit happened. Seth Freak Rollins is in the chamber now. And all hell's about to break loose in that chamber. And I'm so excited.
Very much so. I'm with Katie here. It's a big swallow. Those guys have tremendous chemistry, like KO and Sami, like Pete Dunne and Penta. Apparently, like they just don't miss. They don't miss. Even like you didn't even mention either the world title matches that they had. Those were still really good matches. So like they just don't miss. They just don't fucking miss. I'm excited. Every single member of Judgment Day lost tonight, so I can't wait to see how Finn's gonna just crash out next week. That's gonna be
he's gonna blame everyone but himself.
Exactly, which is why I think he might get kicked out unless like they look past his insecurities and help him get his sanity back. I don't know.
Who's gonna kick him out though? Like,
Aleister Black's going to come in and black mass him out of the Judgment
No,
Day.
he is not.
He's
because Aleister Black is helping Chad Gable learn the arts of Lucha Libre.
Exactly.
I talked about this.
And then once he finishes that, he's gonna help Dominik Mysterio, and then they're gonna have their own House of Judgment Day Black or House of Black or Judgment Day Black House or whatever. And it's gonna be a mix of everything. Liv can be Julia Hart. Dom can be Buddy Murphy, and
Julia Hart, but okay.
And they can get somebody to be their Brody King. Who knows? Carlito's Brody King. Brody King if he had an afro and an apple.
In what fucking world? What kind of shitty multiverse is this?
This is the kind of shit that you see on What If.
It's the SES multiverse, and nobody wants to go there.
Oh, I have a multiverse idea, but
Nobody's opening that door and traveling to that multiverse because it sounds terrible.
It's a revolving door. There. Anybody can come in at any time. We're open 24/7 over here.
Monday Night Raw, spit or swallow.
I mean, it's a swallow.
Yeah, it's a swallow.
It was fun. It was fun things. Fun things happened. Roxanne. All she wanted to do was party all night. Roxanne.
Yeah, exactly.
She won. Seth Freak. Finn Balor, Sami signing his death warrant, allegedly, maybe.
It's consent form.
Dakota Kai winning.
Yeah. Let me. Like, it's a swallow for me. Like, just ask yourself the question: was there anything on the show that was bad, or that you didn't care about? Probably the only thing was, like, according to Katie, that she gargled was the New Day LWO stuff. But I'm swallowing that because Mexicans came out on top for once, and the Filipino Mexican. You know, so it's a good show. It's a good show.
All right. Katie, where can they find you?
You can follow me on Twitter, KatieWrestling13, the link tree in my bio to say everything She-Late Showcase, twitch.tv/She-Late Showcase, and youtube.com/She-Late Showcase, typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish.
Vince?
Follow me on all social media at SES Vince. Check out Get Your Podcast. We're going to be live on the Circle of Debate Network on Wednesday around 9:45 Central Time, 10 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be talking about WWE All-Stars. So check that out.
Katie, where can they find me?
You can follow him on Twitter at Matt Redder. There's MATTRADDER for your wrestling content, at Getting Off for your horror content, at Smackin It Raw on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Blue Sky for everything else.
She does it better than I do. For Miss Katie Kinsey Bay and SES Vince, I'm the patron saint of podcasting, the Word Matt Ritter, and this has been your Monday night edition of the Smackin It Raw podcast. RawFlix and chill.